𝘠𝑦𝘓𝑗𝑖masu. All right, great. So just loosen up a little bit. Front and back. Right, and the sides. Great, and rotating. And that will be closing. Great. Okay, we'll just take the arms out. Deep breath in. So then pass through the center line. And then just release the top of the spine. Slowly down. Hands down to the ground. Release out the spine. Light movements, the lower back. Draw back up. Bring out. Nice deep breath in. Pass through the center line. Curl the spine all the way down. Coming up. Down. Good. Back up to standing. Just reach the shoulders out, or the hands out to the corners, the roof. Sink the weight down. Bring it back. Take the nice little slice. Stretch the hands out. Spread the palms away from each other, and then think about spreading the fingers away from each other. So really pulling the fingers up from each other, away. Release it, take it out, palm Fingers down, palm out, fingers down. Spread the palms and then spread the fingers away. Do them both down, pressing the palms down. Both the fingertips pointing together, pressing the ceiling away. Release it, take the fingers together, stretch up. And just let yourself, you can turn with this gently. You can also go to the sides a little bit. Just keep that length through the arms. Just release it. Go up again. Also come up onto the toes if you really want to, but it's going to stay on the ground. Okay, great. One more time. This time we'll do with a rotation through the spine. So reach up and just rotate the whole body. To the center. And take the other way. Back, just one more time coming up. Release the arms, and then down. Okay. Just take the arms towards the back. You're going to kind of link the fingers up, just the back of the neck. You just play with pulling the elbows together. And releasing them out. And you kind of just slightly release them, not all the way back, just that, and then press them in, pull them open, press them in, pull them open, press them in, pull them open, press in, pull open. Okay, release them. Just do for the body, so you're going to keep the hips down, just open up the sides of the body. Right. Keep the roll. Curve the elbows. Out. Right, loosen the hips. And the other one. Bring the feet a little bit further out, sink down into the hip, pull into the spine, nice long spine. Just pushing one knee away, looking at the shoulder. Pull back to the center and just alternate each side. Right, and back to the center, just loosen up the leg. Great. Bring the feet together. Bend your knees. Pulling them back. Pull the toes up towards the head, the face. Right. Circling one way. Back. Stretch back one more time. Circle the other way. Okay. Great. Let's bring out one leg to the back. Just press the heel up and down that leg. Back. Right, we put a bit more weight on the front foot, roll up the toes. Fold them over, nice and gently. Bring your foot up. Circles. Change direction. Point the foot out. Point it to the side. And take it out to the back with the heel. And bring it back, just circling with the knee. And the other way. Great. The other side, plant that leg down. Press out and peel. Once the toes, press down. Yeah, working the toes a little bit. And with the toes folded, nice and gentle. Circling. And change. Now point into the front. To the side. And to the back. Okay. And knees round circles. And the other way. Shake out the legs. Okay, come out wide, and the toes just pointing towards the corners. Okay, just so wide, hinge the hip back, just roll down, aiming to kind of touch the ankle, keeping the spine long and the head up in this case. Just keep the eyes just settle a couple of feet, front of the body, down. Good. Take it as low as you can. Okay, next one, just hold it at the bottom. A little bit of pressure out with the arms. Pressure it. Imagine you're squeezing the legs in and pressing out with the hands. Just squeeze, press out. And just bring the palms together, do the same thing. A little bit stronger. Keep the spine neutral. Press in. Okay, release. Find the hands. Spread the leg a little bit wider if you can. And just gradually start to release the upper body towards the ground. Get the forearms into the ground, go there. Let the hip relax into the arms if you can. Walk out the hands, lengthen down the spine, pull the hips back. Hands and hips pull away from each other as well. Good, just pull the hips back so it's like the fingers can't hold on anymore. Pull, 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 pull all the way back. Just gradually let the arms drag back towards the shoulders where they're comfortable. Keep the hips all the way back, so the knees are going to be a little bit bent. If you need to, just pull the legs a little bit closer. This one. So you just want light fingertip contact here. Okay. And just play with raising one elbow towards the body and then whoosh, press it out to the top. Keep the spine long. Raise it up and then just press it out. You're reaching for something. Like, keep that kind of light fingertip contact with the other hand. And you can reach out through the center line or you can reach out one direction. But try and keep the hips basically anchored. Evenly, weights even, both feet. Great. And then keeping that light contact, we'll go into a windmill. Raise the arm up and keep the hips back. Very light contact with the hand on the ground. Raise it right up to the ceiling with the other. Push. All to and sides. Push. Great, just find the hands, both hands down again. Find the shin bone. And keep that position, just pull the hands off. Check that the spine's actually holding you, or the back's holding you. Pull the arms nice and long behind you. Move them back. Anchor yourself in the feet. Just one deep breath here. Release it, come back up and stand up. Legs together. Release the spine a little bit. Just take the into the kind of like squat, so you know. Cat cow. Pull the spine long. Over back. Okay, good. Just do a few for the neck, so specific ones for the neck. So just start by looking to the sides with the shoulder. Keep the hips, shoulders neutral. Just let the corners just start with the down, 2 down. Yeah, lengthening out the side of the neck. And the two corners to the top. Into the shoulder, into shoulder. Really lengthen out that part of the neck now. All the way. Release the other arm, shoulder. And the other side. That's great. Bring the neck to the chest and pull it up. Think about lengthening all the time. So in this case, lengthen up the front of the neck. All the way up long. I think you're trying to point the chin to the ceiling. Down and up. Down. There's a little bit of a strange one. Be careful with these. Take the thumb part of the hand. You're going to do this on the neck. So you just lean it over. Find that part of the muscle that's strong. And just gently do it. Go on that with this one. And the other side. Start light, and if you feel you can take a bit more, you can go there. Just watch for the throat. Now's the dangerous one. You go up and do it here, but be really light with this, but here. Just with the fingers in this one. Okay. Now's the really weird one. You have to gurn to do this one. So what you're trying to do is pull these neck muscles along, all the tendons in the neck. So the easiest way to do it is think about looking at this already pulls the neck long, and then think about like a really fake smile, like that one. But the bottom of the mouth needs to go down. So you want to pull the head up and go like this. And you want to pull all these tendons long and wide. They kind of open out. Which means you're going to have to gurn. So you feel on the chest and this goes like tight. I won't put you on YouTube doing this. That's it. Pull it long. One more time. Okay. Now just the back of the head. So just take the fingertips. Start at the neck. Nice and gentle, just either side of the spine. Rolling. The kind of contact and just move the skin basically. And just work way up the back of the skull. Contact and move it. Like light circles, you can do either way. Just use the thumb as well if you can. Start to come over the crown of the head. Good. Onto the top of the head, parting if you've got one. Just working the temples gently. Okay, and then you're going to come on to the eyes. Just pressure in with the palms. Don't really make contact with the eyeball so much, but just gentle pressure. Up to the eyes. So just very gently. Really gentle with this one. Take the fingertips. Find the socket of the eye. And just gently with it. Don't go on the eyeball with this one. Try to avoid the eyeball. And then the underside. Underside. And then just wiping down the head. Right. And then just the arms, wipe them down. And the other side. Just keep the arm loose. I'll just do all around the top. Down the leg, down and out. Down and out. Down and out. Out. And then work in the back of the leg. Away from the glutes. Yeah. Good. Lightly on the kidneys with the fists. Good. And we'll just finish with one breathing exercise. So I'll just explain. I've probably done this before. Use the fingertips in this case. You pull across the chest. You do this in threes. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. On the third one, raise the hands up to the ceiling. And then you just drain as you breathe out. Slowly let the arms float back down. There's this. 1, 2, 3. And then raise up. And then let the arms settle. So it's a deep breath in. Hold at the top. And then breathe out. Breathe in. Let the arms come up. Hold the breath. Just let the breath leave the body all the way down. Arms float down. And one more. And on this one, just let all the breath out as you come down, which means you're going to slightly incline the body. Just let all the breath out. When you feel a desperate urge to breathe in, breathe in. Nice and strong. And just go back to a normal breath. Okay, great, very good. Okay, we'll do Joe today. Okay. Let's see. Serena, good morning. Great. Let's do a few exercises for the grip, and then we'll go on to just start with hands right in the center of the jaw. You're going to do the classic grip that we do with the weapon. So little fingers really strong, ring finger strong, and just feel that you're settling in, and you're just going to pull the jaw apart. Think about pulling it apart and breaking it, basically. So if you've got a really weak, cheap jaw, you might snap it, but that's no problem. Buy a new one. So you pull out and you press down. The key thing is that the grip's fine, the grip's good. Feel that this part of the back activates actually. The main thing I want to avoid in this case is that the shoulders engage. The shoulders engage at the top and the chest engages. So this area in terms of this should be relatively soft. So that and that. Just get that, and then we'll just work the way down to you. Just release it, split the hands, get hands width, and then just find it, press it, pull it apart, and then press the jaw together. Feel the back activates and release it. Hands width apart, pull, and press it together. Try and split the jaw. Release it, another width apart. Find a grip, pull, press the jaw together. Release it. Find the grip, pull, split the jaw in half. Release it. Another width apart. Get into the end, pull. Split the jaw, gets louder as you go along. Put more effort into it. That strong grip. Pull and press the jaw. Okay. Last one, right at the end. So fingertips right at the end. Little finger right at the end. Pull, press together. You have to try hard to do this one. Great. We'll do the opposite side now. So you're going to press out and pull as if you're trying to bend the jaw this way. So in this case, this is out and pulling the jaw in. Release it, find it, press in and pull as if I want to pull the jaw together that way. Release it, grip, pull the jaw together. And the grip, pull, and that's at the back. Good. This one gets a little bit easier as you go along. Split it in the center. Last one, touch it together. Good. Okay, good. And then just one for sensitivity. You're going to find the middle of the jaw, middle of the center. Just roll it forward and catch it. Roll it back and catch it. Forward and catch it. Roll it back and catch it. If you lose the jaw, you lose the jaw. But try and keep a kind of nice open contact with it. And in this case, we'll do this all the time. Think about the hip, activating that movement. Hip, 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 hip. And at the same time, just try and work your way down the jaw. Don't worry about getting to the end of the jaw. Although it's good if you can. Nice if you can get to the end. Ooh, there we go, that one. Give it a try. Just the front one side. Yes, nice. So it's a mix of kind of soft grip and hard grip. Basically, you want both. Nice. Nice. Yeah, great. Go to the other side, left arm in this case. Pull it back and pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it back. Pull it back. Down. Whoosh. Yes, nice. This is a good one to do if you've got any nephews right in front of them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Okay, good. Try the opposite way now. So you're in the center. Take the jaw back. So you're going to go back with it and then try and catch it. Just take your time. This is a nice exercise also for the forearm. So yeah, if you lose it, you lose it. This is a good one for the forearm. You've got the weight all in the back. So it's really activate the forearm. So just find that position. Settle into that a little bit. And then you'll probably find with this one, you can maybe get back to the center, but you'll probably find you'll need to take a two or three just to get back to the center. So just play with this back and just catching it. This back and catching it. Again, the key is actually the hip and just allowing the hands to feet down. The weapon. You can actually do this both ways, but just focusing on that back move. Nice. Nice. Yeah, good. And it's really, let's say it's really easy, like all weapon work, to watch the hand as I do it. So watch the hand as I do it. Try and just feel what the hand's doing. So in this case, try not to watch the hands. You actually want to, in a sense, split your attention. So the hand's doing what it does. With the jaw, my attention is actually just kind of forward in this case, just loosely, lightly forward. Great. And then just try the other side. So keep your attention out, and as long as you've got nothing behind you, fine to just work the hand. You'll probably see the hand, if I've got a kind of open focus, you'll probably see the hand peripheral, just doing what it's doing. Allow the hip to, oh, there we go, just connecting to it. And there's a hold at the back, when the jaw's at the back a little bit. Just test that connection to the forearm. Just notice the tendency for the shoulders to rise up as you do this. Try and keep them down. More movement in the hip, basically. Oh, yeah. Good. Okay, very good. Last one's just a really soft exercise. So you want to just take the end of the jaw. Now this is a kind of circular movement with the arms. So you're going to roll the arms to the center. Yeah. Roll them out and then yeah. It's a kind of rowing motion. If you imagine in your little rowboat, it's this and then out. This and then out. This and then out. And just see if you can basically keep contact with the jaw. I lost it there, but this. Now you want the ability for both hands to basically roll evenly. We're generally working Aikido like one arm, one hand grips. In this case, just to kind of soften and grip the sides. Roll them in and out. In and out. So you're really working the fingertip kind of contact, especially on this square. you want to be really light. Imagine you're going to be doing it all day, rowing all day. And we're going to do that. How would that change how I'm going to do it, basically? Okay. And see if you can basically hold the center of the jump. Not easy, this one, actually. Nice. Okay, perfect. That'd be nice. Great. Okay, we'll just play with some exercises with the 𝘱𝘁. So the first one, you're gonna just play with this movement. So just rolling through. And just occasionally with this one, find you can bring the 𝘱𝘁 back and go into this position. So you've got this roll, low, 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 and occasionally roll the arm back, raise the elbow. This or raise the hand, sink the elbow, and then press it in. And you can actually do this way. But just the first, you just get used to make the majority of the movements this one. So this is easier to basically open the shoulder because the weight's down. It's a little bit tricky when I come out to keep the shoulder released. Very easy to tense the shoulder. Just play with. Feel the shoulders open, 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 and then just raise it up. So feel really light in the 𝘱𝘁. Really. Yeah, just what this is in a way it's quite easy to force. So if I do like this, it's a lot of kind of work for the body to do. See if you can basically do this. So it's really like a kind of pendulum. Feel that the shoulders are actually not going anywhere. It's just kind of letting the arm swing. But if the shoulder's doing a lot of activity, it's a lot of work I don't really want to do it. So just try and really loosen out the shoulder. And then see if you can keep that shoulder loose as you inject it. But still the shoulder really tries to sit into the body. It doesn't go around and somewhere in this kind of places. So the main joint this is working is the shoulder basically. Keeping the shoulder open, keeping it free. And this feels like the shoulders are gate. If it's really open, it can let the 𝘱𝘁 go anywhere. If it's not really open, it's gonna struggle to find the movement. Relax with. Nice. Yeah, that's nice. Yes, great. And then just try the other side as well. So again, make the majority of the movements sit down. And then when you feel the shoulders kind of releasing, it's not released yet. It's not released yet. Oh. Nice. Great, perfect. Just go back to the left side now. Do this with a finish, with the feeling of a finish. Don't put so much power into it. So you're just going to basically place the 𝘱𝘁. I just meant I've got a spot on the wall here, so I just kind of jump into it and then release it. So it's like a light contact. Or do it in a sense like there's somebody in front of you, and you're just lightly making contact with the body. So no feeling of like bang in, just touching, coming over, touching, coming under, touching. So do it with a really kind of precision. That and roll it, that, roll it, that, roll it, that, roll it, that, roll it, that. And in this case, just focus on the contact with the backhand through to the 𝘱𝘁. So you got one position which is quite natural for the wrist to go into,
and one which is a little bit more difficult for the wrist in terms of alignment to the weapon. Yeah, good. Yeah. Right, so the issue with this is the way the wrist works when you do it. So be careful with in this one. If I do this and the wrist basically kinks through that movement. Now, if I add power to this, or I actually hit something with it, all the pressure goes up to here, right onto the wrist this way. The same as I go here, I don't want to be in a really awkward position for the wrist where it's going to be like twisted. In that case, it's like really twisted, and then I apply pressure down it, and then it's really in a bad place. So just think in this case, I think like Wolverine from X-Men or something, where you've got the weapons like growing out of the hand. So the feeling is like the contact with the jaw is like the weapons growing out of the forearm this way. And then you can feel like the elbow's actually connecting into the jaw. And then the same, this is the awkward one because the wrist tends to go into that position. But see if you can get a feeling where the weapon still has that sense like it's coming out of the hand, which is really what we're looking for, which is a kokyu hand position rather than like that. It's much more like that and that. So in a simple sense, like you inject the elbow into the strike, but the way the wrist is aligned to the jaw will really affect my ability to do it. Just play with that. Play with the other side as well if you've not. So again, just making contact with it. Making contact with it. Contact. Right. Just mainly focusing on that contact with the backhand. Yeah, great. Great. Okay, so now start to bring in the focus. So that means that the attention goes also to the front hand as well. So in order to find that kind of snap in the jaw, both hands need to be balanced. So I can't find it with the left hand not doing anything. So the left hand now in this case, when I'm this side, the front hand, let's say, needs to contribute as well. So, but it's only going to contribute. This is the great thing about skewer. It can only contribute now at that point. And then it releases now, releases now, releases now, releases now. So there's a really short window where it needs to contribute in terms of grip strength. That, and then it pulls it back. So just play with it and just gradually increase the focus. But the basis of it is both hands working together at the same time and equally. Yes. So the back arm's creating the movement mainly. The front arm's allowing it. And then as you find the focus, boom, they work together. Find the focus, boom, work together. Boom. Nice. Nice. Great. Daniel, hello. Great. Okay, and just work it both sides. So just mix in left and right. Just look for that balance between the grip. And ideally you want this kind of boom, this kind of bump, focus, bump, focus, bump, focus. Again, this kind of mix of hard and soft, this kind of snap in the weapon, and then the soft, which is going to allow the weapon to kind of find the next position. And it's not just a softening of the grip, it's the whole body softens and then the whole body focuses. That's, and then Okay, great. So we've kind of ignored the feet. Just bring them back. Just bring them into it now. So the feeling in this is that the weight hits the ground also. So weight hits the ground, and then you can play with. In this case, you can go forward with it. The easier way to get this pattern is in a sense that you pull the body back as well. This is a kind of classic pattern in terms of what we do when we're using weapon work. You kind of roll the body back and then you inject it back in. So you roll back, inject in, roll back, inject in, roll back, inject in, roll back, inject in. So the backwards pull of the body is also part of the release. Makes that really clear. Yeah. Yeah. And just allow the weight to settle into the ground as you shift forwards and back. So nice. Yes. Yeah. Good. Yeah. That's the next. Oh. And again, just play with both sides. Generally, we do this from the left to that's where most of the forms start, but for balance and for movement practice, you can do these all on the other side as well. Nice. Good. Perfect. Yeah, very nice. Okay, we'll just do now specifics with the footwork. So this is actually from one of the kumijos, this movement. So this is from movement 8 of the kumijo. So number 8 kumijo. In this case, what you're going to do is you're going to press in. This ski is for the heart, basically. These are 2 strikes for the heart. One's a raising strike up. Then you're going to release the back foot now. Release the back foot. Release the jo with it. And then you bring the front foot down with the second ski. So now it's not really a pull back. It's an entry off the side, off the line. So footwork in this case is in. Release the back foot with the jo, and then you inject the jo back in with that foot. And then you can find the form which will be at the end of the kumijo, but we won't do it today because it's kind of specific to work against the sword. Yeah, and you can do this both sides as well. Yeah, generally in terms of kumijo form, this would just be the left side working against the sword, working against the jo in a higher elevation. This actually comes from an old Kentai jo form, one of the original sets of Kentai jo. If you look at the old books, so this is here. Release the back leg, inject it. Again, there are 2 strikes for the heart. One's a raising strike and one's a sinking strike down. Nice. Good. Yeah, great. So just for kind of clarity as well, the attack you're working against in this case is a hayagaishi. So the person coming up here, the first strike goes here, right for the heart, and then as they strike down, the second strike goes here for the heart. So you're fitting 2 strikes in one movement, basically. So later these need to be fast movements, obviously. We'll do that the last few minutes, but just feel that you've got this. 1, the whole body goes in, and then 2, whole body goes in. And you're basically timing them with the raise of the arms of the person. This, and then the sinking down back here. Yeah, so you've got two windows of opportunity. Both striking the heart. Back, back. So there we go. And again, the kind of key thing is settling weight and extension. So feeling sinks down, extension out with the strike. Always the same kind of principles at work. Down and out. Nice. Nice. Great. Okay, we'll do one variation. It just requires a bit more flexibility of the body, which you change the body now. So you come up with this ski, this is the same, and then you're going to chain and come up to here. So you're going to withdraw the jaw in the same way, but the connection is different now. So before was the back foot releasing the jaw this way. Now it's that foot releasing the jaw this way. This comes up, and then you inject the jaw down again. It's the same move, just going to the other side. 1, 2. 1, 2. And it's kind of initiated from that back hip, but it's a bigger movement now. You're making a change of command. Nice, nice. Wow, good. Okay. Just one point on this. Feel that it's still organized with the kind of principles of ski work. So you're still going to roll the jaw through, and you're still going to slide the jaw through the front hand. What you want to avoid in this case is like this, where the hands are kind of fixed and I'm just kind of poking. It will work. You can poke someone in the throat. Obviously, it will be fine, but you'll actually get more power of it, and it's more of a freer movement too. Yeah, and I can do that one much faster as well. So there's a few reasons for that, but the main one's that feeling of injecting the jaw down with it. So I'm going to give that backhand freedom too. Inject the jaw into the jaw rather than just poke them in the face. Nice. Yeah. Good. Nice. Great. Good. Great. Last minute or so, just play with both of them and see if you can do it at kind of the speed that you would get someone attacking you like this. This way. Yeah. So the attacking is going to be high energy, and I'm just looking to fit those in. So what you're looking for is like they're basically pulsing together. Now it's not about speed; it's about bringing the movements together. So fast is good, but precision is better, and smooth is better as well. So make it smooth. Yeah, and just play with both. So you've got the front ski, and you've got the back, using the back end. Especially when you're doing these forms of movement, allow yourself to really settle at the end of the last movement. Hold that position and come back. Good. Okie. Great, last few, and then we'll stop. Nice. Great. Okay. Perfect. Very nice. Okay, great. Let's power out. Great. Domo arigato gozaimasu.
Domo arigato.
There we go. Very nice.
Thank you.